In this video, I try to show a very easy way on how to mine Grin. Grin is a fairly new cryptocurrency, and at the moment, basically the only way to mine it is using GPU power. And myself, I don't really have the possibility to run a dedicated system 24/7, and I also don't want to have such a loud system running. But I did want to get a few Grin, and I tried out different cloud mining platforms. And at the end, I found vast.ai, which is maybe a fairly unknown cloud computing service, which is targeted towards machine learning applications. What it does is it connects end customers, renters, to people offering their private systems mostly, which are packed with consumer grade graphics cards, which are just a lot cheaper than the server grade graphics card you would find in systems configured for AWS or Google Clouds, for the Google Cloud computing platform, which just makes mining much more affordable, and it makes it a better choice, in my opinion. And also, what I really like about it is that they offer a containerized setup, which allows you to choose a Docker image. What the Docker image is it's an image with all the software bundled you need to do your computation. You can either select an existing image or create your own one. For mining Grin, I've built one basically bundling the Grin miner with some pre-configured settings, setting up and a setup script, which basically allows you to get running really easy on the Grin Mint pool. Obviously, you can just change out settings. So if you want to mine on a different pool, or you want to use the Docker file for something else, please be free to do so. I'm happy to be of help. So if you need some help setting something up, just let me know, either through the Grin forum or just in the comments on this video. I've published my Docker image bundling software to Docker Hub. On my GitHub, there's also the Docker file available, and the setup script is linked for everyone who would like to build the Docker image themselves. For setup, you first have to create an account on vast.ai, set up SSH, so you can later log into servers remotely, and you have to, if you're on the platform, you go on create, then you select in the console, and you want to select a custom image, and you can just copy in K3NO/Grin mining, which will set you up with all the needed software. And as launch mode, I like to select SSH, as it allows you to run the setup script yourself. A few gigabytes should be enough. I normally select a bit more because disk space isn't very expensive on vast.ai, and I prefer to have rather a bit more than not enough. But obviously, you could play around with those settings and find the best one for your purpose. To show this off, I'm going to just select the cheapest instance available at the moment, which is a GTX 1080 Ti. And I think I will run the secondary mining algorithm Cuckoo29 on this, but obviously you can also try to set up a miner running Cuckoo31 if it has the required amount of RAM. What it does now, it's loading my Docker image and pre-configuring the machine, so it has all that software I bundled into earlier ready for me to use. This will typically take 1 to 2 minutes and is a fairly easy setup. What you can also do with vast.ai is you can stop machines and later start them again, but that doesn't mean you will get them back immediately, but rather when they're back available. As you can see, it only took 56 seconds for the image to load, which probably is because of this relatively fast download speed of this particular instance. This is something you will come across, that some instances won't load quickly, just because it is based on private computers, private homes, which means it's not always that fast if it's not rightly configured. Okay, so now I used my terminal, and on Windows you would have to either use the Ubuntu subsystem for Linux or PuTTY if you want to SSH into this. Just wants me to confirm the key fingerprint of this instance. I click yes and connect into the tmux environment on this particular instance. If you run NVIDIA SMI, we can see the GTX 1080 Ti in there, and if you run ls, we can see that into the home directory I put the Grin miner instance, I put an install.sh script and an onStart.sh script, which will run the miner. For configuration, pretty much all that I have to do is, we could first have a look into install.sh, maybe that would be helpful. What it does, it reads the username and configures that into the Grin miner. It also disables the graphical interface because I'm just annoyed of it. If you want to see it disables logging, just enables the logging to a file. If you want to have those logging options, just comment that out. If you haven't set up any configuration on any server on Grin before, meaning you don't have a password configured, please comment out this line, uncommented, so you will be prompted with a password. Also, I'm commenting. I'm removing the CPU mining option just because it doesn't really give you much benefit, and it just sometimes slows down the machine on SSH and just annoys me a lot, and sometimes makes you run into problems, and it's just not worth the hassle. So running install.sh, I'm prompted for my username, which maybe I should have created a different one. I'm just not going. Well, I think I'm just going to use another one. A random email I have lying around, and I'm going to configure the number of GPUs as 1, and the configuration is done for. Then I just have to run onStart.sh. It's going to start mining to the Grin Mint mining pool. Normally, didn't do that. What you want to do is you wouldn't want to only write your email, but also a slash and then the rig option, so you can more easily identify which rig is running and which rig goes down if you have multiple rigs. In this case, it will just show up on Grin Mint as your default option. Sometimes it takes a bit for Grin to update. I don't know how much it takes exactly. Let's see if it's already available. Also, in this case, you won't see any system like this. It can take it can take a while. Normally works quite well. Maybe what I'm going to do is I'm going to change the seconds, which you can obviously always do manually, and I'm going to enable the graphical interface again, so we can actually see what's happening. Again, if you're running multiple machines, I find it a bit annoying, so I normally disable it. Okay, as you can see, it connects easily and then starts a new job. And with the GTX 1080, you have about 3.45 something graphs per second, which will probably not get you a lot of grins, but maybe you just want to do it to experience how mining works, and for that I find it a relatively easy solution I have here. If you enjoyed this tutorial, please give me a like. I worked a bit on it. Obviously, I'm also always looking to improve myself, so helpful feedback is much wanted. Really like that. Have a great day and enjoy the crypto community.